Hello, bridge lovers! Welcome in. We are back with the whole crew today. We've got Pete.
Hi.
We've got Steve.
Oi, oi.
And we've got Morgan. And we are also, once again, joined by the lovely Phil Markey. Welcome back to the BXP World Tour.
G'day.
Yes. Everybody loved Phil so much last time that we had to bring him back. And of course, Pete and Phil are feuding right now. So we had to bring that rivalry onto the show again. Yeah, we're about to get to the end of February here. We have just finished about 2 months of the BXP World Tour. 1 more month to go. How are we feeling, guys?
Well, I was shocked when I watched the first of these videos and heard Pete talk about dropping a stiffqueen, which of course is my DBO username. So I'm riled up. I've had to have a few days off, but I'm still coming to get you, Pete.
Oh,
Yeah. So his few days off were, for those that don't know, Phil just made the Australian Open team. So,
woo!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Congrats.
yeah, we have like a pairs trial, and you're in a new partnership this year and qualified second.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
Love that.
you're getting used to coming second, are you?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Don't assume that it's a pattern, Pete. You know you're going down, mate. So live it up. Live it up. I know you're in front right now, so I'm not going to begrudge you a bit of fun with that, but it's not going to stay that way.
It's a long tournament, so
Yeah, anything could happen. We did have some people in the comment section when we were asking for ranks, like everyone had Pete on top. And we even had someone who said that Pete was just going to win the whole thing. So, I mean, there's a lot of faith in Pete here. And I think that you're going to have to knock him off his pedestal, Phil.
Yeah, no, it's down to me. I'm the man.
Yeah.
One thing Phil is determined. The moment that you give him a slight competition, it is relentless.
Yeah.
Not going to stop until he's got you on the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
typical bridge players.
Yeah, right. I know. So competitive. All right. Morgan, how are you doing at this stage in the BXP World Tour?
I'm doing great. Earlier today, I played a tournament and I got 81%, but it has since dropped, and so I'm very sad about it. But it's still like a high 70s, but it was an
Okay.
81% this morning.
Really good. I know that you posted on your social media at one point that there was just one day where you got like a 70 and a 77, and I was just like, what?
That was crazy. I
That
was
is
like the best
day.
performer of the day. I was like, I didn't even know that there was a prize for this.
Amazing. And how about you, Steve? We missed you. There was a comment that was saying that they missed Steve, and we all missed Steve. So welcome back.
That cost me a lot of money to pay them to do that, you know.
Oh, no.
It's coming up to the end of the exam year and I tutor maths. So I've not played every day, but actually that's refreshed me a bit. On the days I play, I'm a bit more focused. I didn't realize, like Morgan said, you get prizes if you finish in like the top few over both events in a day.
Mhm.
And I hit 2 of those prizes in a row. I climbed from like 100th to 40th or something. I just got like
Wow.
4 massive scores or something. So yeah, I had a really good start of last week. So yeah, I'm back in.
I thought you just saw the video and you're like, whoa, Morgan got too close. I gotta hunker down here.
I haven't been able to get a single good score. It's been so frustrating. But people did have me ranked down the bottom, which is completely fair, completely understand. I do some crazy stuff that doesn't result well, but yeah. Well, Phil's back, so we have to have Phil tell us a little story about his BXP World Tour journey. Tell us about your hand, my man.
It's not the most exciting hand I play in the tournament, but I thought it was timely because particularly if you've played a lot now, your worst score is probably a pretty good score. So for me, my worst score is 73.5%. So I score 73.2 and that's a rubbish result. So I really got to get the foot on the pedal, right? And this is, I thought this was topical about the robots. And so this hand, my partner passes, the East robot opens a heart, and I've got this pretty nondescript 13 count. The good news is I'm the only person who has a queen. But it's not a very good hand, right? But the choices are, if I pass, what's going to happen? Well, I'm pretty sure if I pass, I'm going to end up defending. And you guys have defended with these robots. It's a collaborative skill, and they're just not great at it. I'm probably not going to get a great score if I just defend. So I have to make something up. Tempted to try a double to get my spade suit in, but then I thought that 9 of hearts looks like a big card. So I wheeled it out, bit of no trump. The West robot doubled, and that came back to me, and I regretted wheeling it out. But now I'm just in deep, right? So there's nothing to lose. So it was like, take the biggest punt I can and just pray that something good happens. So I tried 2 spades as like the Hail Mary. I think your American listeners will understand that term.
Yeah.
And was greatly rewarded when West bid 4 hearts. It came back to me. I thought about double, but I thought, I've done enough.
Yeah.
I've done enough.
Steve?
Something good might have happened. I don't know. Maybe something good's happened.
I played this hand. I ever called a spade and they got to the same spot. So I know what dummy is.
Oh, really? That's interesting, Steve, because I looked at the other results on this hand. And do you end up defending 4 hearts as well?
I did, yeah.
Do you remember what the result was at your take?
Then they went 3 off.
Yeah, well, I managed to get it 4 off.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. Can we reveal the whole hand, Pete? Here we go. Here we go. Queen of spades. I'm not really thinking about much right now other than I love that dummy. Like, that just barreled into some silly 4-heart contract. I don't know what the robots are up to. Produces the ace. I love partner. And it progresses along. Partner leads a club through. My partner is the best.
What a dream.
I love my robots. My robot's so cool. I tempted to lead the 2 of spades now, but I thought, no, Jack of spades. And just a spade.
Mm-hmm.
Declare a roughs. It's looking good, right? I've got a heart trick to come, so it's not making. Take the finesse? No.
Oh.
Yeah. Getting greedy now. And another chance to take the diamond finesse here? No.
Mm-mm.
All right. So now it looks like I just want to get my 2 club tricks and my heart trick. So rough this, cash the Queen of Hearts, and get out my spade. And sure enough, I get 2 more club tricks.
Boom.
4 off.
Whew.
My partner played a spade back at chick 2. So I got him played in clubs to lead away from the queen at the end.
Yeah. I just about the robots defending earlier, but my robot did very well to win the first trick and lead a club to break up any end play. That occurred to me, Steve.
Much better, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually very good defense from the robot. At the tail end of this tournament, you have to hunt for big scores.
Yeah,
so I thought this hand was just a cool example of how you hunt for big scores. You know, you wheel out some dangerous action, and then in this hand, I had to wheel out an even more dangerous action. And fortunately, the robots were there for me.
Were we the only 2 defending 4 hearts then?
Well, actually, I shared this top with someone who defended 4 diamonds. I didn't look at how they got there, but we were the only 2 to defend 4 hearts, Steve. If you pass on my hand, the normal action, I think like 20 people played it. 12 people, I'm pretty sure, just passed. They all defended 2 no trumps, and it made every single time. And they scored a horrible 27%. I'm not saying this works all the time, but when you're searching for a big score, you definitely need to take some risks. And this is an example of how it can go well for you.
The swinging of emotions of the 1 no trump getting doubled, and then you bid, well, I guess I got to bid 2 spades, immediately 4 hearts. And you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
Your partner's done very well. I ever called a spade, and my partner, knowing I should have 5 spades, played a spade back.
Yeah.
They could have tried a club or the 10 of spades, but they
yeah.
didn't even try the 10 of spades. That's I'm played.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a bit more like a no trump bid than a 1 spade bid, but both are pretty filthy, Steve, and we know it. We're getting dirty on this hand.
I was wondering, like, after you got doubled, I was thinking maybe of running to 2 clubs, just for like hoping to give them more room to bid over me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble. If I bid the cheapest thing, maybe they're more likely to bid.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say that I've been here before and in these dangerous positions. 2 clubs could work, that's right. But I mean, I thought 2 spades was just again going all in. Like, if spades is our spot, it scores better than a minor. If they bid over 2 spades, they've got even less room. So I just had nothing to lose at that point. I may as well, as I call it, protect my upside. And my big upside was that 2 spades was going to be a winner kind of thing. So yeah, you're right, Pete. 2 clubs would have been a reasonable choice. But I went for it again and got rewarded. This is what my tournaments look like now. It's just me taking risks, trying to get something better than 73.2. It's not easy. Yeah, it's all in a desperate attempt to beat Pete, of course. And sadly, this tournament didn't count, but this was, I think, 96%.
Oy, wow. Amazing. Thank you so much for showing us your all-in hand. If it goes wrong, it goes horribly wrong, but if it goes right, it goes amazingly right. And that's what you need in order to beat your lowest score of 73. So great work. Now it is time for us to take a look at the Wheel of Names, and my oh my, we have a little bit of a different design here. Thank you, Morgan, for putting this together. Isn't it beautiful, everyone? So everyone on this wheel commented how they ranked us. It was an astounding victory for Pete. Pete was everyone's favorite. And then it was Steve, generally. And then it was, most of the time, it was people were voting for Morgan to be on top of me, but it was kind of interchanging. So those were the rankings from everyone, but completely fair. That's what happened in the eBridge Cup. That's kind of what the trend has been. People are just going with the data. But now let's see what your comments have gotten you. Let's see who wins those 5 BB dollars. The first person will be... All right, our first winner is VJ. Congratulations. You won last time, and you also wanted us to see a bunch of countries, and that was awesome. So thank you so much for commenting, and enjoy your 5 BB dollars. Go win some 80% or something with that. Next, who's gonna win? We have I Love Pizza again.
Me too.
Woo!
We all love pizza. And actually, if you go onto his BBO, his actual name is Pizza Lover, which is like, it's perfect, right? And definitely his real name, which he did confirm in the comment section as well. So thank you for clearing that up for us. I love pizza. Maybe your 5 BB dollars can get you some pizza. I don't know. But more likely, you're going to want an entry into the BXP World Tour. Because you love the BXP World Tour too, right? Okay, let's get into our next winner. We've got Grindles!
Woo!
Congratulations, Grindles! You won, I think, 2 episodes ago. Congratulations, and thank you for commenting. Next, we've got... Oh, Xiang again! He won last time. He wanted to see the USA. He also heavily congratulated Morgan on bumping it up in the rankings, and also he actually approved of my 4 spades contract, which I deeply appreciate. Thank you for commenting, Xiang, and thank you for consistently commenting on all of the BXP World Tour videos. You have been there the entire time. And then, finally, number 5. Who gets the last 5 BB dollars? We've got... Peepo! Congratulations!
What a great name.
It's an outstanding name. Bringing in some live streamer culture there. So, thank you so much to everyone for commenting. If you want to be included on the Wheel of Names next time, possibly winning 5 BB dollars for yourself, we want you to tell us a BXP World Tour story. Write us out a hand in the comment section down below. Don't forget to include your BBO username. You will not be on the wheel unless you have your BBO username, because if you don't have it there, we can't send you the BB dollars. So tell us a story, let us know, and we will feature it in the next episode if you do so. All right, thank you, everyone. Let's get into some more stories. Morgan is up next. What have you got for us today, Morgan?
We have a hand with a preempt that I thought was interesting. It was kind of a fun hand for shaping out. We got this 3-heart preempt in front of us, and we are 5-5 in the minors, and oh man, there are things to do here. And so we're first of all just overwhelmed by the fact that our auction is starting at 3 spades, 3 no trump. These are our lowest bids available. So what are we bidding with this hand here?
I like double. I know that it could be bad, but it could also be good, right? Like, if partner doesn't bash a big number of spades, I'm going to love my choice. And it's got to be better than bidding 4 of a minor, which is just going to be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're a bit too good for 4 of a minor, but you're not quite good enough for 4N.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of one of those problems where you're kind of stuck in the middle. But I did decide to go with a little bit of an overbid, as we tend to do here against the robots. And so I bid 4 no trump.
Boom!
And my lovely partner came back with 5 clubs.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll play here. That's okay with me. And so I passed, and That was it. Okay, so we got this opening lead of the King of Hearts. And what we want to start thinking on this hand is we know a lot about what our opponents have. We know that East, who's now switched to over here, we know that East has 7 hearts. And so we want to start using that information right away. So as we start playing out this hand, we want to start thinking about those 7 hearts and deciding how we want to play the diamonds, because that's our one point of concern. Our clubs look good. We're going to lose the 1 heart. We're going to lose the ace of spades. So we want to think to ourselves, how are these diamonds split? Because if it's split 3 in the west hand and 1 in the east hand, we can still deal with that. But we want to know that before we actually touch the diamonds. So I ended up playing a followed suit. I was really good at that.
Good work.
And then they played the ace of hearts, and I roughed it with the 2. And so now I start drawing trump because I got to figure out what's going on in this suit. So I've seen West follow suit twice to the hearts. We're drawing some trump here. I play the 2 rounds, and East shows out. So I know that East started with 7 hearts. I know they started with just 1 club. Now, when our opponents make a preempt like this, we also want to think to ourselves, it is unlikely that they have 4 cards in a major outside of that preempt. Now, they might be doing something funky, but we're thinking that's probably not the case. So we're just trying to figure out if they have 1, 2, or 3 spades at this point. I finished this trick. And then I played the King of Spades. I started working on spades because I needed to figure out what was going on in that suit. And ideally, I would be able to, if they return another heart, which they ended up doing here, I would still have a trump over in the north hand to be able to rough it. So I maintained control there. So I roughed it, and I now know that East started with exactly 7 hearts. They didn't do something funny like they've done before where they preempted 3 hearts with 8. And so now I play the second round of spades. And I see that East followed suit. And I feel pretty comfortable about playing this second round of spades because even if East is out of spades at this point, which is unlikely, but even if they're out of spades, they don't have any more trumps, so they can't rough me. And so now I played the Queen of Clubs, continuing to draw a trump. And I actually discarded the 9 of spades, which is a little silly, but that's okay. They discarded a heart. And then on this last round of clubs, I discarded a diamond, and they got rid of a spade. That's still okay, though, because at this point, now I know that they started with exactly 3 spades. I know they started with 7 hearts, and I know they started with 1 club. And so that means that they have exactly 2 diamonds. And so at this point, I was still able to capitalize on the fact that I know that they have 2 diamonds. I played the ace of diamonds, and then low to the king of diamonds, and the queen fell, and I was rewarded for making my contract. So I thought that was a fun exercise in counting out the hand, and it ended up working out quite well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love these ones where you get to count out the shape and know where the queen will be. I also really liked the not drawing all the trumps and playing the spade. It would be very easy to go, oh, I need to get rid of all those trumps, but then you actually don't get a spade trick if you ever do that.
Yeah. Weirdly, if your partner bids 5 diamonds like they probably should do, you probably go off because you have to take a guess in diamonds before you get a count of the hand.
So my partner was saving me from myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty sharp discovery play because initially you're just always going to finesse the West robot for the Queen of Diamonds, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
For those that don't know that 8 ever, 9 never, you might think, hey, I should be dropping the Queen. But once you know that East has 7 hearts, that changes the odds, and you should actually be finessing West in theory if you've got nothing else to do here.
Yeah, every suit you play swings it. So obviously when you play clubs and East only has 1, that swings it back towards the drop and so on. And once you've got a count of the spades, you now have a guaranteed count of the hand.
Yeah.
One question I got is, Phil, what would you do? Let's say you doubled and partner just bid 3 spades. What were you planning to do after that?
I'm sick. Yeah, no, I'm going to bid 4 of a minor. I'm going to show a massive hand with a minor. It's probably my best shot of getting out. I mean, if he's got 6 spades, maybe if he's got 5 spades, he'll rebid 4 spades, I think. If he jumps to 4 spades over my double, I'm probably just going to play there and figure it's okay. So yeah, things can go bad but when you double with this hand. But I think it's a bit like monsters under the bed. Things can go bad, but you also have to think very clearly about the things that can go good. Imagine it might be the right spot.
The best. Yeah, it might score better than 5 of a mine if it makes.
Yeah, partner could have 7 spades and it's the best contract. Partner could bid 3-0 and you're delighted. Partner could bid 4 of a minor. Partner could pass and you're very happy. So They're all the good things that can happen with the double. So it's just balancing that risk and the benefit, like so many bridge decisions. And I always like double. It's just a more flexible bid. It gets you to a lot of good spots and the occasional stupid spot.
You get these negative influences, isn't it? When partner doesn't double and they double all the time, then you know they've got either a really suitable overcall or a really suitable hand for their bidding so far that they didn't need to double with.
Yeah. So lesson is always consider double. It's always an option.
Always.
Well, unless your partner is the last person to bid, don't double then. That's a bad idea.
I got to say, I like Morgan's choice of 4 no trumps. Steve before said it's not enough, but yeah, let's get all in, Morgan. 4 no's a pretty cool choice. At least you're probably going to play in the right strain. You're not going to get or even though the rabbi didn't bid diamonds.
Yeah.
But it's a good position. I really like the position of bidding 4 no trumps if you're not going to double. Yeah.
I think you've got too many points outside your minors to do it in real life. That was my argument. In real life, I probably wouldn't never do that. So
You probably want more suit quality.
doubles probably way more flexible in real life. But with the robots, again, if you just show your hand as quickly as you can, the robot should, in theory, plonk the right strain on the table as quick as possible, which is what you want.
It worked out. It worked out.
It worked out.
Good work. So thank you, Morgan, for showing us how to count the shape there. Perfect for dropping that queen of diamonds when otherwise you would have guessed not to. And of course, that 4 no bid was quite legendary. So awesome. Right now, it is time for us to see Steve's story. Steve, tell us about your hand from the BXP World Tour for us.
All right. Well, I've been taking bidding lessons from Kai.
Oh boy.
And
Always a good idea.
I had this hand, and partner opens a club. We're unfavorable, and East bids 3 diamonds. So first decision, I decided to double first for a few reasons. One, if my partner plays it, East might not lead a diamond. They might not have a diamond holding they can lead from, for example. I mean, if they've got the ace king, they're always going to lead it, and West is always going to lead a diamond, but there might be a chance if my partner plays it, they don't. And double's a very flexible bid. If partner ends up passing it for whatever reason, or it's going to be going a lot off because partner's going to have 4 diamonds, and the diamonds are going to be 7-0, aren't they? But also, you might get an idea of what happens. If partner rebids 4 clubs, you're going to angle for 6 clubs probably, or if partner bids 3N, you're happy. If you bid 3 hearts, partner might be stuck for something sensible to do, you see. And then if partner bids 4 hearts with 2 low or something. Anyway, so I decided to double and partner bids 3 spades. And now it hasn't got any better. So what do you do here? Well, for the same reason, I'm glad partner's playing it. If I was playing it, I wouldn't have punted a slam because I'm going to get a diamond lead. But if partner's playing it, they might not lead one. Partner might have ace X and they haven't got a diamond lead, or a diamond lead gives a trick away, or they might decide to lead a singleton, which they often do when you jump to a slam. Okay, so you may or may not agree with me, but here we got to, and they lead the 5 of hearts.
You've escaped the diamond drop is the first
We
thing I
have
know.
escaped the diamond drop. You see that they could have led the ace of diamonds, but obviously they think there are other better leads, or the ace of diamonds in the simulations might give more tricks away. So we've escaped the diamond lead, and I know we're in a 4-3 fit, but what are we going to do? Well, how many tricks have we got? Let's assume we can draw trumps. We're going to make 4 spades. 2 hearts is 6. 2 diamonds is 8. And 3 clubs is 11. So we've got 11 tricks, assuming trumps can be drawn. So I think that's going to be our first goal. Okay. And if trumps are 3-3, we might be able to rough the hearts out. Hearts might be 3-3, or something nice might happen. So let's see what happens when we play a few cards. So I went to the 10 and king, and we're going to play a trump. And we're going to play the queen. Are we taking into finesse, do we think, if everyone follows to this?
Yeah, I would.
For the same reason on the last hand with Morgan, East has 7 diamonds. When East bids 3 diamonds, and they could have bid 2, they have 7 here. So because East has so many diamonds, it's likely that West is 4 spades if someone has 4 spades. So I was ready to take the finesse, but the jack appears.
Oh,
Win there.
no guess.
So what can we do now?
Well, you definitely need to get rid of the ace of diamonds first, I think. It might be you're going to end up squeezing West in hearts and clubs, right?
I think that's almost certain now. East has 10 cards in spades and diamonds, which means West has to have at least 8 cards in clubs and hearts. I don't think East can guard either clubs or hearts. They would need to be voiding clubs for that to be the case. So it looks like we're going to get West in a squeeze. And if East is voiding clubs, hearts are 3-3. Okay. So you can probably claim, I don't know whether the Rebels would have let me claim at this point, but as soon as we know diamonds are 7-1, which we don't actually know yet, they probably would let you claim here. So what we're going to do, just to show what happens, is we're going to play a diamond. We're going to knock out the ace. And East plays the diamond back, so we win the jack. And West shows out. So we know diamonds were 7-1. And I'm not even going to try to affect the hearts because I know there is the squeeze in the offing. So we're going to test the clubs. Queen of clubs. And a club. And East, West followed. I played the king. And if East follows, clubs are 3-3 and the 5 of clubs are good. If East discards, the squeeze is marked. So you can actually claim. At that point, the robots let you claim.
Wow.
And just to show you what happens here with the last few cards here, if you play your winning 10 of spades and you play your winning king of diamonds, what does West throw away? They can afford to throw 1 heart, but if you throw another heart, your hearts are good.
Yep.
And if you throw the 10 of clubs, your 5 of clubs is good.
Yep.
So bad contract, bad lead, good play, I guess. That's 1 out of 3, maybe.
Yeah. What happens if East has 2 hearts, West has 4, and they return a heart after they win the ace of diamonds immediately?
Then you can't afford to play the ace queen of clubs. You need the ace queen of clubs as the entry to the heart.
Yeah,
You have,
and I
to play
guess
you have to play ace of hearts and rougher hearts to catch the
you have to
diamond.
play ace
And
of
then
hearts,
you
rough
can
heart. I see it. I see
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it just doesn't work if there's a 4-2 spade break. Yeah.
when you said that
yeah.
you don't even bother trying the 3-3 hearts, if East shows out on the first club, then probably hearts
then
are
you know.
3-3, and you can
Yeah.
revert back and try the
Yeah,
hearts. Yeah.
Correct. So once you played the ace of clubs, you can claim, I think, because you
Yeah.
know whether it's a squeeze or breaking the hearts. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yep.
But,
infinite
there's the full hand.
flexibility. It's wonderful.
so yeah, I didn't know what would you have bid. I think the bidding was a bit random,
It's a
but
hard bit. Yeah.
That is hard.
What I really liked was all 3 hands we've seen today have had incredibly hard bidding problems. Of like, what do you do?
Yeah, honestly, we were
They're
all
all
just
like,
kind of
there's
stumped.
no clear bid at any point.
Just a mess.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Both Phil and Steve could have passed their first hand.
it's a bidder's game.
You're telling me. Well, amazing getting to that 6 spades and a 4-3 fit and then squeezing them at the very end in order to, like, claim squeezing them. Is that like a technical term here? Like, very, very cool squeeze where you can claim and then they're just like, oh yeah, sure, fine, you win. But well done. And now it is time for us to take a look at our personal leaderboards. Who among us is in the lead? And of course, you know, we can kind of get to see like if your predictions are coming true. As no surprise to anyone, as I was saying before, I am in 4th place out of all of us, 5th place, including Phil. Yeah, I'm still sitting at that 70.66% from my top 10 scores, and I have still I've really been having a depressing time in the BXP World Tour lately. I only still have that 197 BXP total gathered, so womp, I guess. Things happen. But next, we have got
Me.
Morgan!
It's me. I'm at 72.32 or 33%, and I'm just over 100, so I'm 101. And then for my BXP, 227.
227. Amazing. Yeah, you're definitely pulling ahead of me for sure. Amazing work, Morgan. Next, we've got Steve.
I had a really good week last week. I climbed about 60 places, I think. I'm now in 40th place with 74.2.
Wow.
Just one behind Adam Kaplan and a bit behind Pete, so there's still room to improve. And I have 258 BXP.
258.
Made up some ground from last time.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's a lot of
needed it.
BXP gain from last
Strong.
time. And then we've got, well, of course, we've got the 2 Australians left. My gosh, like, Phil is just slightly behind Pete this time.
Yeah, I think I'm about 78.39, but I didn't get to play much in the last week, so I just let Pete make him feel better about where he's going to finish. Yeah,
That's very
so
kind
give up my
of you.
crown momentarily. Give up my crown, but I plan to get it back this week, Pete. You know, enjoy it while you can, mate.
But notice your top 2 scores are actually higher than, well, I guess not both of them. No, I guess Pete, you do actually have a little bit of an advantage there.
Well, I think Pete's
Not
in
bad.
trouble partly because his lowest scores are much higher than my lowest scores. Like, I think, Pete, you've got to get rid of a 75 now to
Oh, my.
improve.
Well, I have to score like 76 to improve.
Wow, that is ugly. Like, imagine scoring 75 and thinking, well, that was a waste of my time.
That's crazy.
That's a
But
perspective on life.
wow.
All right. Well, of course, we've been talking about this the whole time. Pete is in the lead out of all of us. Congratulations. You are wearing that crown in many ways. So let us know about your score.
Yes, I've got a 78.59 average, and I've got 526 BXP.
Wow.
526. That
Woo.
is so much BXP. That's like,
A lot.
what? How many levels is that's 10 whole levels that you've gained over the past 2 months. That is crazy. All right, now that we've got that leaderboard all sorted, let's look at the genuine BXP World Tour leaderboard. You can't see who's in first, but I'm pretty sure you can guess it based off of what we've been seeing lately. We've got Tarasak and Fikri.
Well done.
Still holding on to their leads, so amazing work. Let's see, where are they now in their total? 79.8. We've almost hit that 80 threshold. That is insane.
Crazy.
And then Fikri's at a 78.78. And wow, that's actually genuinely...
Fikri's like catchable for me and Phil, I reckon. But Tarasak, getting that like 1% above clear is like so hard at this stage.
Yeah,
Oz 1-2, Pete. We can do it, mate.
Yeah,
let's get into them.
What I think is remarkable here is that you guys actually have higher scores than their highest scores.
Right.
And so it's very possible. I guess they just have like more scores that are higher overall.
Yeah.
But like
look at
their
how many
highest
80s
score.
Tarasak has.
Consistent
5
80.
in the 80s.
That's insane.
Nuts.
But he has to beat a 76 to get a better score. Imagine saying you got a 76 and you're just like, what a waste of time.
It's garbage.
I've been waiting to see if someone can crack 90, right? Do you reckon it can be done? I've scored 90 in an 8-board tournament before, right?
Yes,
so
I
it's
think
doable.
I think it can, yes.
No one's done it yet. Can someone crack the big 90?
I feel like the player quality in this is higher than in the weekly free. Like when I play weekly free tournaments, I don't get 80s that often, but I reckon I get it more often than in this. So I reckon it's a bit tougher.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is our list. We actually still have to look at 5th place, which is still Paul Jur. So from Germany, rounding out our top 5. Also in the top 10, we've got USLA, Dave Fella, Super, Zapflap, and WC Newman, which is Bill, who was from our last episode. So he's still in the top 10 and number 1 in the United States as well. So good for him. So now it's time to take a look at some countries. The first one that was requested was China. So let's see how China is going. All right. In first place, we have VR2VMU, who has no real name. Privacy is completely understandable. And a 66.514. And we don't actually have that many competitors from China, which has me kind of surprised because their bridge population is very, very large.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that.
But well done for leading out China's leaderboard. All of the top 9 here are all qualifiers for China. We've got Charles, we've got Dragon T, George, Night Elves, Lux and Feng, Hike Bridge, and Jack Son, and some numbers.
And notice, out of all those qualifiers, there are a couple of 47% in here. So even if you have 1 bad set or 2 bad sets or whatever, you can still definitely qualify. So just because you have a bad set one time doesn't necessarily mean that you're down and out for the count. So
yeah,
definitely get in there.
Get in there. Give it a go.
There's still a full month left to qualify. So even if you haven't started, you can still start.
You can definitely hit that 55% threshold to get into the national phase to represent your country.
Yeah, it only took Pete 3 weeks to get an average of 55%. So
good job, Pete. Good job, mate.
Great work. We also were requested to see France. So let's see how France is doing. The number 1 is a string of numbers. It seems to be a very common choice of username. Their first place total is 73.63%, which is an amazing score. So amazing, amazing work. We have many qualifiers. It goes completely down the list. The top 29 in France are currently qualifying. The top 10, we've got H1N1, Big Slam, Sono, Human Bot.
I love
don't know
that
how
name.
that works. Charlie, Titil, Orca, Hawkwind, and Dan Bien to round out the top 10 for France. So good
and
job,
then right
everyone.
below that is our friend VJ, who keeps showing up on the wheel. So welcome.
Yes, there's VJ, the legend himself, who's
Closing
won
in on the
5
top
BB
10 of
dollars
his country.
sometimes. Just outside. Keep fighting, man. You've got this. You'll be in the top 10 soon. All right, and we also wanted to take a look at South Africa. Let's see, how we doing? The top player is named Drowsy, which
This is my friend.
I love. Your friend, Rob?
He works for BBO as a director. So he and I have been working together for quite some time.
Oh, awesome. Well, he's got a 71.47%. Look
He's
at him
crushing
go.
it. He was in like 6th place at one point.
Oh, my.
And I think Pete came in.
Pete, how could you? That's so mean. We don't have as many qualifiers from South Africa, only the top 8, but we do have a lot of people participating from South Africa, which is awesome. So congratulations to Tech1234, Les Herman, Harun, Team W, Ben 90, Del 20, Jet J, 5 BCDs, and Joel Shane. So great work to everyone from South Africa competing and qualifying. And we also had a request to see a region within the United States. So let's go to that region tab. We're going to type in United States. He said, Virginia, Xiang. Let's see. Where are you here, buddy? Fourth. There's Xiang with his 70.8, just above me. Oh, man, I've got to
I was going to say, you got to get to work, Kai.
But there's a lot of really, really high scoring players from Virginia. Look at this. 17 alone have qualified, and Zimani has a 75.46, which is wow. And there's so many 70s.
Huge.
We've got 4 70s. So just for a region. So amazing work from the United States, specifically from Virginia. So awesome work, everyone. All right, that's our highlight of the leaderboards this time. If you want to see some special leaderboards, don't forget to request them in your comment along with your story and your BBO name so that you can be on the wheel of names for next time, possibly winning those 5 BB dollars for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that if you did enjoy this video, please do like this video and subscribe to the Bridgebase Online YouTube channel so that you can continue to see us posting videos. We do all sorts of fun things on here. Morgan's about to have a really fun one that's about to come out, so I'm excited to see that one. And also check out the rest of our channels. We all make content. I'm Bridging with Kai. We've got Peter Hollands. We've got Bridge with Steve and BridgeBabe530. We all make so much stuff. I hope you enjoy all the stuff that we have to offer. Thank you again to Phil for joining us in this BXP World Tour episode. We hope to have you back again because you are a fan favorite, my friend. And we only have a few more episodes before the regionals end, but we do have a whole month left. So if you have not, please remember, you can do it. You can hit that 55% threshold. We have complete faith in you, and we'll see you in the national phases, but we'll still definitely see you in the next episode. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.